Good day, everybody. How's everybody doing out there today? I hope you guys are doing fine. This broadcast is going to be dedicated to my boy Jason. He died over a couple of days ago. So he was a good guy. He was really good to me. Excuse me, but sorry, everybody. He was really good to me, and I'm really shocked and feel really sad. But he'll be missed, and this broadcast is going out to him. And I hope he's going to be where he's supposed to be. Once again, shout out Jason, we love you, and this is his family. And in saying that, I am your host for the most, Ultrastand Pheonix. And thank you for joining me on my show today called The Reality of Things. Well, the reality is hidden in the realm of the unseen. Excuse me. Excuse me, cracking up. Press that like button, that subscribe button, leave a comment if you wish you dare, and let's dive into this like Greg Louganis. Well, people, I've been talking about this since I started the broadcast, that I was going to do this broadcast, and I'm going to do it right now. So I'm just going to get over and done with. Remember, I always talk about androids, robotoids, humanoids, and clones that are in this world right now that people don't know about. That's just on the surface. I'm not even talking about the inner earth and what's in the atmosphere and in different dimensions, right? So we're just talking about those earthly things. So I'm going to talk about that today. And a lot of people they won't get it. It's going to fly over their head. But like I said, you guys know me. Whoever listens to my broadcast knows I like to talk to the thinkers out there to expand their brain thought, right? To increase their energy, frequencies, and vibrations. For the people that listen to me once in a while, it's going to fly over their head like a plane, right? So for my thinkers, this is for y'all as usual. For the people who are just tuning in for the first time, hope you guys enjoy it. But androids, robotoids, and humanoids, and clones. Well, let's start off with androids first, okay? Because androids are basically people, but are still AI. Like, Data from Star Trek, but they're made of flesh-like material. So think of Data when you think of an android, okay, from Star Trek. Very robotic, but still humanoid looking. I guess when they talk, you could tell that they're not human because they're very robotic-like, right? Or android or AI-like. Then you have your robotoids. They are also AI, but it's a difference. They're not. They're not cloned, and they're more synthetic like. Alright? They're not cloned and they're not synthetic. I can say that. That's the way I could describe them. Right? Your robotoids. Your clones are like basically exactly the exact genetic copies of living beings, any living being. Just to take into their DNA genetic, and that's basically a clone. Taking somebody's DNA genetic, using it to make another person. So when I was growing up, there was a thing called Molly, was a sheep. But they've been doing it since Hitler's time, way back when, cloning people. So I don't know how to make it seem like it's a recent thing. And then you have humanoids. See, they say that humanoids are AI, but they're not really AI. Humanoids are basically mixed seed or a bloodline. So when I say mixed breed or their seed, is this basically a different entity having sex with a human and creating a different type of a human? So it's like saying when Negroes mix themselves with some different culture on this planet, humans on this planet, be it Asian, be it from the Middle East, be it from, what's it called, white people. It doesn't matter. So we take our blood, we mix it down, you get a little half-beat gray, right? Those light-skinned niggas. But we call them grays these days. There's a melting pot about it, So you get these grays. It's the same thing. So you get a different being that has sex and impregnates a female human on this planet. You get a different type of a human, a humanoid, a different type of a humanoid. That's all it is. All right. And these androids, robotoids, humanoids, and clones turn it. Yeah, and these clones are all over this planet. You see, some of the people, like most of the people you guys see on your mainstream TV, are clones. And you could tell the clones, and you could tell this guy on YouTube, CD Fury. He does half of his broadcasts now. Before he used to put out other stuff, but now I think he's blown up because he does his episodes showing you how everybody that you guys look at, even people down to David Icke, are clones. And he has pretty good evidence showing you, replacing them. Once people think that they don't want to kill them, they just replace them, or they put them somewhere inside the inner Earth, and they have underground bases there. They have like so many bases on this planet. It's ridiculous. They're called Mount Weathers. They just keep on producing these androids, robotoids, clones, humanoids. That's why they call it Area 51, because it's 51 levels below the Earth's surface in Las Vegas, Nevada, where they do all different types of experiments. 51 levels, Area 51. Okay? Where they do these type of things. Half the people that you are dealing with are not even what you call humans. Okay? The so-called black people on this planet are not humans. Nubi Menkaris teaches that. How do you know you're not the human race? You're the only one with hair going up towards the sun in your right state of mind, without perming or straightening your hair or getting horse hair in it. If you're not doing that, or if you're not putting dreads in it, you leave your hair in a normal state with that 9 ether power. It goes up in the afro. It goes towards the sun. The only ones on this planet. All the other races, which is only 2 of them, Indian, Caucasian, and Asian, right? Basically, Asian and India, they're all the same thing. Doesn't matter. They're actually all Eurasia, if you want to really get technical and get deep about it, right? They're in all these different races. Okay? So, you have these different races going on right now, and you have to know that so that so-called Nubians or black people or Negroes are from this planet, because our hair is going up towards the sun, everybody else's hair is going down. They're more water beings. So they were right when they're talking about their Bible. I don't say my Bible because I don't believe in it. That's what they call the Bible. It's a bunch of babbling. What happens? They said what? Man was made on this planet from the water. They came from life started from the water. Well, their hair is going down. It's flowing like the water. They're from here. If we say that we're from the sun and we're people of the sun, or projected here like Newton says, or we're from people from the sun like other people say, different scholars, then clearly we are, because our hair is going a different direction. Nobody wants to discuss that, except for Nubi Menkaris again, right? So we're not human. So when we make love, or not make love, or have sex with you humans, you see what comes out. Different type of hair texture, their skin gets more carbonated. We don't say melanated, carbon, because that's what you are, carbon, right? So what happens if a different being from a different planet or a different dimension comes here and impregnates somebody? They become a different type of humanoid. Half your politicians are not even real. I know this sounds like it's flying over your head, but think of it. Remember that movie Men in Black, when Will Smith was there? He was showing Will Smith was getting shown how to be an MIB agent, and they're showing him all the people that they're monitoring on the Earth who are aliens. People like Dionne Warwick and Sylvester Stallone and Anthony Robbins. It was funny, but they're trying to show you indirectly that there's people on this planet that they're humanoids. They're human in looking, but they're not human in, as in bloodline or genetics. You ever see if you think I'm lying, check this out. Go to a beach or some lake and it's empty, but you see footprints walking towards the water. There's no cars, the car's parked up, there's nobody there for miles, there's no cabin, there's no nothing. All you see is footprints walking towards the beach. Like, where are these people going? They're going inside the water. They live in the water. Their families in the water. Their genetics are in the water. They're this humanoid. Over time, different beings knew that they had to adapt on this planet with the so-called humans that were living on the surface. So they started to breed with the humans. So now you can't even tell some beings that were from Agatha and Shambhala that are from the inner earth because they blended so well with the humans. Crossing bloodlines. Reptilians, and this gets really deep. But we're not going to do the reptilian thing right now because basically you Negroes are the reptilians. It's hard for you guys to even realize that your skin gets dry and scaly. Your nails grow long. Your lips are thick. You're bigger, faster, and stronger than everybody else. You think on the right side of your brain. I could go on and on with this. But that's the reptilian thing. When you're dealing with the humanoids, the androids, the robotoids, and the clones, you have to know that they're around you. You're a politician that you guys vote for. You ever see some of these decisions that they make? And say, why would they do that? Because they're not real. They're literally not real. They're clones. They're robotoids. They're androids, humanoids. Some of them don't even care about this damn planet. At least the surface dweller part of the planet. You have to remember, you could live inside the inner earth. Something goes wrong on the surface, don't just go inside the inner earth. People have been doing it for centuries. Ancient history. You know, they bring it up to you in your A&E and stuff like that. And what's it called? Ancient aliens and stuff. Right? So not everybody you think is skin folk is kinfolk. It doesn't work that way. You have people that definitely not know they're not human. Like me. I'm not human. Like I said to you before, you so-called Negroes are not human. The ones with the wool on your hair. You are not human. But watch out for your humanoids, your androids, your robotoids, and your clones. They're everywhere. Go check out CD Fury on YouTube. He has a lot of good ones on who's clone. I'm talking about everybody. He's done one on everybody. So androids, robotoids, and clones are real. And humanoids, watch out for them. See how people move. Some of these androids in them, they don't even eat. People go, oh, well, they're probably intermittent fasting or people just want to eat. No, go check it out, really. They don't eat. They just look something like something's wrong with them. Or they're glitching. I'm talking about they're glitching. And you'll see a lot of those actors and athletes and musicians glitching on TV. News media glitching right on TV. Go check it out. So, thank you for listening to my blog on androids, robotoids, clones, and humans. It's real out there. They've been out there, and they've been doing it for a long time, like I said, from way back in the 1930s with Hitler and stuff like that. So, once again, thank you for listening to my show, The Reality of Things. Stay tuned for more. And I'm happy I got that one out the way, just to touch on things, because I don't do my broadcast too long, right? Because it gets a little too deep for people, and people's attention span's very low. But for the people that do listen, thank you. Love y'all. And stay tuned for more. One.